Cambodia-Thailand conflict, the pattern behind the escalation. Over the past 2 days, the information field around the Thai-Cambodian border has shifted in a way that is difficult to ignore. The rhythm on Thailand's side has changed from the usual slow procedural communication to something more rapid and reactive. A series of graphics appeared suddenly, statements sharpened, the tone hardened. Instead of a single consolidated explanation, the public was met with a wave of short, pointed declarations about what is real and what is not. When an institution adjusts its behavior this quickly, the change itself becomes part of the story. It tells you there is pressure somewhere out of sight, a pressure they are trying to manage before it fully enters the public record. What stands out is the way attention is being redirected. Instead of addressing the core questions surrounding the incident, the focus has shifted to surface-level details. The type of weapon mentioned, the boundaries of a map, the angle of light in a photograph, the speed of a cremation. These details create noise, but they do not resolve the central issue. Their presence, repeated across multiple channels, suggests that the narrative is being built from the outside inward, rather than from the facts outward. When this happens, silence becomes as meaningful as the words being used. A lack of concrete evidence can speak louder than any graphic. Inside Thailand, the information environment is no longer moving in a straight line. Some outlets and social channels echo the official narrative without hesitation. Others take a step back, placing disclaimers or requesting confirmation before amplifying what the army released. That hesitation is subtle but important. It shows that the narrative has not fully settled inside the country itself. In previous border tensions, messaging from state-aligned institutions usually moved in one coordinated direction. This time, the internal landscape is split, and that division hints at deeper uncertainty. Across the border, Cambodia's communication follows a different pattern. It is slower, more administrative, more tied to names, coordinates, timelines, and local authorities. Whether these details hold perfectly or not is something that will be tested later, but the structure is designed for verification. It is built for inspection, not emotion. When two sides communicate in such different ways, one leaning on documentation, the other leaning on rapid denial, the contrast reveals the psychological state behind the messaging more than the message itself. Behind all this movement is the awareness that the region may not remain a closed room for long. With Malaysia, ASEAN partners, and international actors stepping closer to the situation, the possibility of neutral eyes arriving at the border becomes more real. When that happens, communication strategies begin to shift from persuasion to preparation. The question becomes less about winning the immediate reaction and more about what will hold up when third parties look closely at the sequence of events. This transition always exposes which side is more confident in the eventual process of verification. This current moment is not about deciding who is right or wrong. It is about watching how each actor behaves under pressure. One side is producing details that can be examined piece by piece. The other is producing swift, confident declarations that rely on volume rather than depth. In the long run, the story that survives will not be the loudest one, but the one that remains consistent as more information becomes available. Patterns reveal truth long before the evidence reaches the public. For now, the clearest position is to observe the behavior rather than the claims. The narratives will continue to shift, but the underlying movements tell their own story. And in the end, it is the behavior that often exposes reality before the facts arrive. By midnight,